Hey, what's going on, guys? So my name is Ipe and I've been making money on the internet since 2014, and today I make over $100,000 per month. And in this video, I want to explain 5 lies you hear often about what does it mean to be a successful internet entrepreneur. Okay, number one, there's this whole myth of this like hustle culture that to be successful online, you have to work 12 to 14 hours a day. And I'm here to tell you this is not true. A lot of times what you find with internet businesses or to be a successful entrepreneur in general means that you understand how to use leverage. And when you understand how to use leverage, it's not about working hard, but it's more important to work smart. Now, I'm not saying that you never have those days where you put in some serious hours, especially in the beginning when you don't have a team or you don't have help. Today, I have over 25 people that work for me. So it's not about putting in the grind and doing all the tasks myself. I delegate a lot of the things that need to get done to my team. And then it's really about me being able to step away from my business and come up with new strategies or new business ideas that I can incorporate that's going to allow our company to do more efficiently. If you just come up with 1 to 2 good ideas in one day, that's gonna push my business way further along than putting in all these hours filling up my schedule just for the sake of filling up my schedule. Now, I'm definitely not against putting in serious hours and this concept of hard work, but I just want to let people know that oftentimes hard work is overrated in my opinion. It's often used as a social signal to others that you're the man, you're working harder than anybody else, therefore you deserve the success. But a lot of it's just social signaling in my opinion, and the truth of the matter is it's very overrated. What's more important is understanding leverage and working smart instead of working hard. In order to work smart and not just work hard, you really have to understand like business at a deeper level, and most people don't understand business at a deeper level, which is why they resort to just working hard. But most of you that are doing that are just doing busy work, and busy work doesn't really move the needle that much. It's understanding in business what's more valuable is your ability to critically think outside the box and solve problems. Then the next question is, what problems do you solve? Now, this is where intelligence comes into play, because if you have a business that's running, the challenge is to figure out what part of the business provides the biggest lever. What part of the business, if you solve that problem, then it solves 20 other problems. Those are the things that you want to critically think on a day-to-day basis when you actually get to a point of owning a business and owning a team. Number 2, this myth of Tim Ferriss's 4-hour work week. Previously, I mentioned working 12-14 hours is overrated. There's an opposite of that spectrum where some people believe that you should work 3 to 4 hours a week, or there's a mystical passive income that you're trying to get to where you set it up and you can just take vacation forever and not have to work. Now, this is also a myth, and this is also a trap. Yes, passive income or leveraged income is real. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise, but it does require some period of time, if you're a beginner, of investing in a certain skill set for you to be able to create leveraged income. So if you're a beginner, don't even think about wanting passive income right away. In the beginning, all you have is time. You don't have that much money, you don't have a team, you don't even have skill sets. So in the beginning, as a newbie, don't be allergic to putting serious hours into learning a skill set. Once you learn a lucrative skill set, then you can think about creating leverage and creating passive income. But in the beginning, do not be fooled into thinking that you're out there trying to achieve a 4-hour work week. Now, with that being said, I was able to create my lead generation business while working a 9-to-5 job. So that was a 40-hour work week. So I was able to build this internet business on the side. Even 2-3 hours a day, you'll be amazed how much you can get done and how much you can build a side hustle, side business that can eventually replace your full-time income. Never underestimate the power of consistency. Oftentimes, we can put in deep concentrated work for 2-3 hours and be really efficient. That's more important than doing just busy work for 5, 6, 7 hours. Get really clear on the most important thing to do in those 2-3 hours to push your side hustle or push your online business forward on a day-to-day basis, and just focusing on putting in those serious focused time 2-3 hours each and every day consistently. And once you understand the power of leveraged income, the ability to raise your monthly income at any any time, you won't really even be thinking in terms of how can I work less, like 4-hour work week mentality. You're gonna be thinking about how can I work more to create even more streams of income and change the quality of your life. In the beginning, don't focus on how many hours you're putting in, just focus on mastering a leveraged income skill set. Number 3, a lot of people, when you tell them I want to make money online, a lot of people will tell you, oh, that opportunity is too late, or they just got lucky. There are opportunities or tactics that have become saturated over the years and it's no longer viable. Certain specific strategies might have changed over time, but the main basis of what makes an online business lucrative has not changed. You need the skill set of generating traffic. You need the skill set of converting that traffic into buyers, and then you need a way to sell those buyers certain type of digital product. That model is the same. Some of the traffic sources might have changed over time. Don't buy into this notion that it's too late to start an online business or they just got lucky. Online business or the online space of people spending money on the internet is only going up over time. It's just certain forms, certain strategies have changed, and that means that opportunities are out there. You just have to be a better problem solver and figure out how to crack the code of what is working today. Ultimately, it is not based on luck, it is based on skills, specific business skills. Most of everybody was not taught these skills because we all went to the traditional education system where they don't teach us how to be entrepreneurs. We were taught by school teachers that hardly make 60, 70K a year. So we just had the wrong information and the wrong knowledge. And so once you understand the knowledge of in business, you just have to solve problems for people. Especially on the internet, you need a vehicle that allows you to generate free organic traffic. How do you generate free organic traffic? By providing quality content onto the internet, and then that quality content is going to attract people, and then you can convert that traffic. Once you understand these basics, then you have to pick what skill sets, what platforms you're going to go to dominate with quality content. I recommend for most people to start with local lead generation. There's other ways to make money online as well. Not based on luck, it's based on knowledge about business, and it's based on applying that knowledge and executing on that knowledge on the internet space by learning certain skill sets of online traffic generation. And the reason why you're not making money on the internet right now is, one, you don't have enough desire to do so, you don't believe you can do it, and you're lacking knowledge, you're lacking skills. Okay, if you got all 3 of those things, you should be making some sort of income on the internet. Number 4, and this is another thing that keeps a lot of people out, is that you have to be some sort of tech wizard to make money on the internet. This is speaking to more of the older generation, the younger generation. You guys all grew up with the computers and the internet, so nothing's really too intimidating for you. But however, the older generation think making money on the internet is they're not tech savvy enough, right? This should give a lot of confidence to the younger generation though, because the online internet space is good because it keeps a lot of those people out, right? It's a barrier of entry. But for those older generation that believe that you need to be tech savvy or you need to be good with computers to make money on the internet, this is not true. Yes, coding and all of that sounds intimidating, but it only just sounds intimidating. There's no coding that you have to do today. All the web builders and softwares are out there where you really don't need to do coding at all. The softwares will handle the coding for you. Now, it's not very technical, but you need certain strategies, specific strategies. And I believe this is where a lot of people get overwhelmed. So it's not really the technical aspect. If you know how to use the email, you can make money on the internet, right? But people get bogged down and get confused with what strategies to go with because there's so many different ways of making money on the internet that it's constantly getting thrown into your face. And that's where there's an overwhelm. And what I can say to that and how to properly navigate through that is to look for business opportunities that solve a real world problem, because those are businesses that is actually gonna be around over the long term. So for example, drop shipping. If you sell a product that you find for cheap on Alibaba and promote it and sell it, like a fidget spinner, or fidget spinners really solving a major problem. Even if you find a teeth whitening kit and sell that, is that solving a major problem? Can people really live without teeth whitening kits? And people can go on Amazon and find dozens of other teeth whitening kits, right? So as a drop shipper, the problem with that is you're only taking advantage on momentary momentary trends, you're not solving a really hardcore problem for people. That versus being digital marketer or lead generation person, right? What we teach is generating a lead off of Google search engine for a local plumber, local roofer, local tree care company, local landscaper. That's solving a big problem because those are blue collar workers that don't really know how to generate customers off the internet. Many of them don't even have a website. These are people in their 40s and their 50s. These are definitely people that didn't grow up with the internet and they're blue collar. So that's solving a problem. Most of their customers are on the internet. They don't know how to interact with them. So we come in and provide that service so that these blue collar business owners can get more customers from the internet. That's solving a pretty big problem because with these blue collar workers, they need leads to survive, to pay the bills, to keep the lights on. Let me give another example. There's a YouTuber, Ali Abdul. He had his first success creating a YouTube channel because he was a med student and he created a course about how to best survive med school and pass the exams. And he packaged that into a course with the YouTube channel. He sold that course and had his first success. Now that's solving a real problem in a niche audience of med students. And that's an example of solving a problem for people. You have to look at the online space as a place where human beings of all walks of life are gathering. And so if you can identify gaps in the marketplace or different problems that you can solve for people, then you have a chance of creating a successful long-term online business. As cliche as that sounds, look to offer genuine value in those market gaps instead of taking advantage of market gaps by selling an inferior physical product or selling a cheap product. Look to be the best solution for that problem in the marketplace, and then you have a real business. Number 5, the last lies that you will hear is that you have to be passionate about it in order to start an online business. And this is completely not true. I joined the local lead generation business, and that's the first thing I said to my mentor, Dan Klein, that, hey, I just don't see myself being passionate about generating leads for small businesses. And immediately what he told me was that, Ipe, that's one of the biggest mistakes that people can make. And Dan told me my dad made that mistake. My dad only focused on career as a pastor because he can only get passionate about the Bible and Christianity. That led to his family not having any financial resources all his life growing up. And he learned from his dad. He learned that was a mistake. Dan's philosophy that he told me is it's not about finding what you're passionate about, especially when you're stuck in a 9-to-5 and working at a job that you hate. First, just focus on finding a vehicle that's going to allow you to create leveraged income, some freedom, some time freedom. And once you've discover that, regardless of whether you feel passionate about that specific business or not, it is the lifestyle of entrepreneurship and freedom that you're gonna have that you're gonna become passionate about. Then you're gonna have all the time in the world to pursue whatever passions that you might have. And that really just resonated with me. That really clicked, and I really took that to heart, and I went into local lead generation. Eventually, this business model that I thought I wasn't really gonna be passionate about, I became very passionate about. It's not that I was passionate about building and ranking these sites and generating leads for small businesses, even though eventually that whole business became really fun. It became fun to build these relationships with small business owners, but it was really the freedom I was able to achieve. It was the quality of life, me being able to move from a $600 a month apartment to $2,000 a month apartment in downtown Detroit to now $8,000 a month apartment in San Francisco, California, where I am living in today. It's that journey of entrepreneurship, of continually being able to increase my income over time and upgrading my skill sets of internet marketing and digital marketing that I became really passionate about. So don't immediately make that mistake of poo-pooing an opportunity just because you don't feel passionate about it. I've even come across so many of my friends from back home in Michigan. I have friends that are musicians, friends that are artists. They've had money issues in the past, and I've tried to get them into local lead generation or digital marketing, especially the artistic types. They're just not interested. They go, Ipe, I just don't feel passionate about it. And I'm just shaking my head because I do believe this is a mental trap that a lot of people can find themselves in. All I'm saying is don't be that person getting into your later years of life still being broke, still having financial issues because you told yourself, you convinced yourself that you have to be passionate about a business that you're in. I believe that's a lie that you keep telling yourself to justify where you're at today. You don't need passion, you just need grit. You just need work ethic and perseverance and tenacity to find that online business to become financially free. And once you become financially free, then you have all the time in the world to pursue being a guitar player or being a singer and all those different things that you might be interested in. Take a momentary time of maybe 6 months to a year to focus on a business that you might quote unquote not feel passionate about to achieve freedom. Then you can go pursue other passions that you have in life. Alright, these are the common 5 lies that I keep hearing about the online internet space. I hope you liked this video. If you're interested in the local lead generation business, I have a link in the description on the next page. I have a dope webinar that's going to show you why lead gen is one of the best online business models out there. If you like this video, leave me a like. If you have any questions, leave any questions in the comments. I will answer them personally, and subscribe to the channel because I'm going to be dropping more of these kind of online business insights on this channel. Alright, see you guys on the next video. Peace.